welcome to MGTracey. So today we're going to have a look at a new Tassimo, the Tassimo Caddy. It relies on the barcodes to set everything up. There's nothing more for you to do other than put your T-discs in there, but it's a new design and it has storage for all your T-discs on the outside. So if you're new to Tassimo or you're new to the Caddy, this is the video for you. Let me show you how to get the best of your new coffee machine. Let me show you what you get in the box. You'll find you get a welcome offer which gives you €20 or £20 off your first few packs of discs if you want to order them direct, and available in all the supermarkets, and I'll put some Amazon links below to give you different options. We've got the instructions here, and if you read all the comments on the various Tassimo videos I've done, most people find this about as useful as trying to read Egyptian hieroglyphics, really. So there we have the machine. It's quite a big machine by Tassimo standards. It certainly looks the business. I really like it. These are the bits that fit around the outside that allow you to store the T-discs on the outside of the machine. So they simply drop in there, and then these can have them wherever you want them, where they fit your kitchen. The more these are available, but I think 2 of these is probably enough, so we'll just put those on the side for now. Now, if you're not familiar with Tassimo machines, really the discs fall into 3 different categories. So you can have a disc like this where you'll get often 16 in a pack. That's the Kenko decaf. There's 16 T-discs in there. That doesn't have any milk, so you would make that, the barcodes here, set the machine up so they know how much to pour, how hot to have it. So that type of disc you would make, and you just have coffee, and then you'd add the milk. You'll find there are other ones like this one, Cortado, and actually this is like an instant coffee powder and milk. So that'll do your complete coffee in one go. To me it's foul, I don't like the taste of it. You might as well just not have a machine. When this machine comes into its best, it's when you've got a 2 T-disc system. So you'll have a milk one, you always use that one first, and then you'll have an espresso shot of coffee that you put in second. That's the one we'll try on the machine here. So the first thing we need to do really is we need to get this machine all cleaned up. First thing you need to remove here is you've got some more instructions with the hieroglyphs on. So your water tank is here, that just slides out. You need to give this a good clean. You find the top comes off, so this needs to have a wash out and a rinse through. Paying particular attention to you've got a valve there with a spring on, so you need to make sure you pay good attention to that. And on the side you can see how much water to put in. That is a good sized tank. Here, depending what glass you're going to be putting in, you can alter the height here if you're just going to have an espresso. So there are 3 different levels. If you're going to put a very big glass in, then you can just put it in the base. In here, lifting up, you'll find everything else here also comes out and can go into the dishwasher. All these bits just pop out. Part there that does the piercing. So all these just can be cleaned once a month. But before we can use the machine for the first time, we need to fill the tank and we need to run a cleaning cycle. So I'll show you how to do that. The tank there has been cleaned and filled with water. Just going to clip that lid on, and then now this just neatly docks in the front here. So we need to turn that on at the wall. On the side here you have your on-off button, and this is your main button for dispense. Underneath it you get 3 lights. You've got one that can appear here, red, which is the machine needs to be decalcified, needs to get rid of the lime scale inside. I'll attach a video on how you do that. This one is just showing you the tank is empty or it's not docked correctly. and this one is just showing you pretty much it's ready to go. So what we need to do now, next stage, is to clean the inside of the machine. So on the side here, you'll find you have a cleaning disc. If you've not used the machine for a while, or as this one, if it's new and it's the first time, you need to clean the inside of the machine. Pop that down, push the button there, and the machine will go into a cleaning mode to run hot water through that cup. Now I'm going to do that 3 times just to make sure that's absolutely clear. So that is one complete cleaning cycle. I won't check now, but I'll do that 3 times because I want to make sure the inside of the machine is perfectly okay. I've thrown that water away. Remember, that is hot, so you're going to need a new glass, which I'll put here. Make sure you now store your little cleaning disc in the side here. If you don't have one of those, you are going to need one of those cleaning discs if you've bought the machine second hand. I'll put the links below in my description box where you can get hold of those. So we're going to make ourselves a macchiato. So I shall pop that one there. And we're ready to make our first coffee. So, as I said before, you always start with the milk if you've got a 2 T-disc system. So we'll start with that there. You need good force to put that down, don't be afraid to push that all the way. And now push the button, and the coffee machine will scan the barcode, and that will set it up to correctly dispense a particular type of drink you've gone for, whether that's Cadbury's chocolate, whether it's tea, decaf, this one is a Loire Latte Macchiato caramel, and I can already smell all that caramel. That is terrific. So this should finish on its own. If it doesn't, if it's getting a bit too high, just touch this button and the system will stop. If you've not got enough liquid, push and hold that button and it will put more fluid in until you let go. So you've got complete control there to fill up the glass to get exactly the coffee you want. Now, next most important thing, this one goes for any of the Tassimos, is it's a pressurized system. It's under a number of bar pressure inside here. This is flashing, and what this is telling you is it's gradually releasing that pressure inside the machine back to normal. If you clunk clunk and you open that lid early, before that's finished decompression, you are going to significantly shorten the life of the unit. So we've got to, bless it, wait for this to stop flashing. There it is. We're now okay to pull this up. Remember, these T-discs can be hot. They can have hot water in them, so be careful how you pick them up. Be careful where you put them on your work surface if your work surface could be damaged by heat. Now with Tassimos, you're never putting actual boiling water. Coffee doesn't really need boiling water. Tea, yes it does, but with Tassimos doing the coffee, you're getting very warm water. And that's just the ideal thing for the coffee. So now we're going to put our coffee T-disc in. And as we push the button here again, the system will now read a new barcode, and it will know just to do an espresso shot through into that milk. And there you are, you're getting a shop quality espresso. The right temperature of water going over those freshly ground beans that are in the T-disc. You will find all sorts of brands are available with the Tassimo system. That's one of the great things about it. If you're a Costa fan or a Kenko fan, you're going to find it there. Now you've got a great pattern here that always reminds me of a pint of Guinness. If you leave that, you'll get some rings. It's certainly a wonderful smell. Now, what you may want to do is to get yourself some nice long spoons, so that before you give that to the recipient, you can give it a little stir through. Now, this one being a caramel macchiato, all the caramel flavour is in that milk that went in first, and some of it you can see is at the bottom. You're not going to get the right taste unless you give that a little stir there. And now there you have it. You have the quality of a drink from a coffee shop, which is fantastic. Just need to empty that one. The T-discs can be recycled. The top of them is foil, then you can get rid of the food waste inside, and the plastic can go with your plastic recycling. I've got hundreds of coffee videos, so please like, share and subscribe. Have a look at the rest of the world of Tassimo and Nescafe and Keurig. They're all here for you to choose which is exactly the best machine for you and how to get the best out of your coffee machine. Thank you for watching. This is Paul from London. I'll see you next time.